Hi folks, it's Captain Zero here with a few tips and tricks for using your Peloton screen. Let's go and take a look at some rides on demand here and get you some features that some people don't know about. Rides on demand will list all the available rides that you can do. This little mark here, you can click that. That will bookmark a ride. You can come back to it later. The little person with the number up here is the number of people that you are following that have done this ride already. And in the case of Cody's ride yesterday, 4 people I'm following have done the ride. The check mark means I also have done the ride. And up here you can filter this list based on any rides that you have bookmarked, which I don't have any bookmarked right now. Rides that your friends or the followers have done. So these are all rides people that you are following have done. Or you can check on rides that you've done. And there's a reason why you might want to do rides that you've done. You can also select them over here by instructor and just click on the ride to do it. So now I've already got a ride in progress here, so I wanted to show you a few tips that some people don't know about, if it ever starts. Come on, baby. Here it is. We'll resume the ride. All your metrics boxes down here, you can clear your screen by just touching the little arrow at the top if you don't want to watch your output, if you don't want to watch your resistance. Well, your resistance I think always stays. Well, you can kill that too. Your calories, heart rate, you can kill all of that. Gives you a better view of Cody if that's what you're looking for. Something else most people don't realize is if you just double tap your screen, everything goes away. If you double tap it again, everything comes back. Now over here on the leaderboard, if you just start off, I'm Captain Zero, that's me down here, and I'm not spinning right now, so obviously I've got a score of 0. It shows you the top 7 people, and then you. Well, if you're only here at a 5, let's say, do you really care what the Ton O Tuna is doing up here in 3rd place, cranking out 45 units so far? Well, you can. You can scroll through the list if you want. One thing to keep in mind, if you tap on your name, now the list will jump to show the people above you and the people behind you. Now, why is this important? Well, let's scroll forward to get somebody who's got some real output here. Let's assume that you're one of these riders, you're right here in the middle, and you want to pass B. Nichols right in front of you. Look, these two are tied at 13 output apiece. You want to tap B. Nichols, just touch their name, and that will show you what they're currently doing, their output, their resistance, and their cadence. Shows you their averages and their maxes. So if you want to beat Mr. Nichols there, or Mrs. Nichols, whichever the case may be, you just got to get a higher output. That means either higher resistance, higher cadence, some combination of the two, but you want to get a higher output than they do, you'll eventually get a hold of them or get in front of them. If you want to follow this person, all you gotta do is just click on follow and you'll automatically follow them. Click back and it goes back to where you were before. Now, that also works if you're May's mom and you don't want Tony L to get in front of you, you can click on the person who's right behind you and see what they're doing. So if you want to stay right in front of this guy, you just got to beat his output, beat his total number. That's pretty handy to have. Now, one of the things that you can do that most people don't realize is you can ride multiple rides, or you can ride the same ride more than once. Why is this important? Well, what if you're very competitive? Let's go back to Cody's ride here that we're doing yesterday, a live ride. Well, here's me, Captain Zero. I'm not spinning, so I've got 0. But look who's in 7th place. That was me. I did this ride yesterday, or at least 18 hours ago. So, if you want to compete against yourself, you can click on that and you can see what I was doing yesterday. And you can compete against yourself to try to get a better output. Try to score higher on the leaderboard. For most of you who don't know, or if you know, these are the people that have ridden the ride already. These are their live numbers, so to speak. So you're competing against them for the class time, in this case, which has got 39 minutes left. And if you don't want to watch all of that, double tap the board, and everything's gone. You can go back to your eye. Now, last but not least, I have incorporated what has become known as the Ron Orth method. When I'm done with the class, what I do is what Ron does. It's kind of a smart idea. Shuts the Peloton tablet completely down when he leaves. That way, every time you start up, you start from scratch, you have a fresh load of the software, and if there's any weird bugs or anything in there, they're removed. The thing to keep in mind is if you're doing a live class that, let's say, starts at 1:30, don't come in here at 1:20 and turn on your tablet, because if you have an update in progress or an updated software drop that needs to load, it might take you 9 minutes to load that software, and then you're going to be late for class. So always make sure you come in early enough to load up your tablet in case there is a new software drop. Anywho, that's it. So right on, people. Good luck, and I'll see you on the leaderboard.